What's going on, everybody? My name is Dan. Welcome back to the Fortune YouTube channel. I'm back on an iPhone. I don't have my camera tonight. I've just got this thing. My cameraman is not here, so I left the camera at home. It's going to be a couple iPhone updates mixed with GoPro footage, kind of similar to the very first week that we raced here. We're here at Jackson. 34 cars here tonight, 2 B mains. It'll be a humdinger of an event here. I pulled a 67, so we'll see where we start. You'll find out in the GoPro footage. Thanks for watching. All right, post hot laps. The car felt fantastic. I didn't even turn the GoPro on, so there's another piece of the night that I didn't get. I wish Connor was here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so because of the lack of content through the night here, I'm just going to kind of do a T-Mez, David Gravel style kind of voiceover as to what I was thinking, what I'm seeing in the car, everything else. As I said in the last clip, my car felt awesome in hot laps, and even this like half a lap here through 3 and 4, my car felt really good. So I had a lot of confidence in it. You'll see here, I'm checking out the top because I start outside of like the 4th row. It's a second to last row of the heat race. There's 36 or 35 cars that are checked in here for tonight. I am not trying to go to the B main and have a 6th or 7th place starting spot in a B main that's taking the top 2. So there I was checking out the top to kind of see what I could do. I had seen that the 410s were up there for qualifying. I knew it had gotten pushed up a little bit. So that's my plan here. I mean, I kind of, as people say, visualized it prior to the race, and that's my plan here coming to green. Now, I'll tell you right now that after 1 and 2, you're not going to see a lot, but here we are coming to green out of 4. I get a decent start. I'm able to stay right on the tail tank there. The 3K is a little bit of jostling in front of me. I go to the top and try to avoid the right rear there again, mud covered, but I didn't lose a ton of ground, as you'll see in the next clip. So I'm going to try that again. And my right front was in the cushion, and I'm in the wall.
Driving all right? Okay. Driver's good. Flipped over. Just hold tight, I'm back. We're gonna get you flipped over. Give me a second. Get everybody here, okay, bud? Yeah.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a big one. My knee is ringing, that's for sure. My knee smoked the steering gear. That was not my intention whatsoever. I just didn't want to go to the B. I mean, there's 40 305s here. I was hell-bent on running as hard as I could, and I just sent her in wide open into the top, and there was nothing up there but grease. My right front got a little over the berm, or the cushion, and that was kind of it, so wow. First flip I ever had. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I have my camera back now. Saturday. We're gonna go back to Gaylord and go get the other car ready. That was a big one last night. First flip I ever had, which, sprint car racing, so it's kind of inevitable. That's the first one I had, and that was a big one. Knees hurting a little bit, but press on. Let's go do this thing again.
Typical thing here, this is hot laps at Arlington. I'm going to do a little bit of a voiceover here just because this is the motor that we had so many problems with. If you go back and look at our YouTube videos here for the last couple of months, every time we've run this, we've had something go wrong. We had 2 nights where this thing was running correctly, and up until this hot lap session right here, we had a lot of issues with it. And as you can see, this thing was digging. The car was obviously working pretty well, and the motor was running very well. But obviously this is going to change here once the motor gets hot. So come the end of hot laps, This car was running at about 220, so it's getting pretty hot. We got to change a little bit of fueling, maybe richen the thing up a little bit, but I think that's causing a mag problem, which you will see persist here through the end of the night. So obviously feeling pretty good here in hot laps, just like we were last night. All right, moving on to the heat race here. I'm starting in the back of the heat race as per usual at Arlington. I kind of use Arlington as an almost test and tune racetrack for me. It's the home track. It's a big, fast, racy track. I put myself in the back of the heat races to try to force myself to get in some scenarios to pass some cars. 24 car had his gears upside down, so he didn't take off, and I got a little stuck behind there. Got pretty tight there on entry and just snapped the thing free, and you're going to see I'm going to get tight here in 3 and 4. Fighting that car through the corner. Now I just need to change a little bit of my driving to get that thing to free itself up on entry, and there we go. I was able to hit that corner really well, and we're going to be rolling here for at least the next lap and a half. And now is when the sputtering and missing is going to start. You're going to hear it right there. It's going to start. As you can see, the car is starting to get a little hot. If you look at the temp gauge on the far right and on my dash there, it's starting to sputter. And now I'm just flat out losing ground because the car is just not running correctly. Now you can see I almost went over the racetrack because the thing just is almost killing itself in the middle of the corner. I'm trying to pump the throttle to get the thing to go back to full speed, and now it's just not running really at all. Now, I was going to pull off here, but I decided I need to finish this race and get this done. There's a half a lap left. Let's just finish the race. At least we're not going to be a DNF for the heat race, as we're probably going to be a DNF for the feature. And finally, you'll be able to hear it here. This is exactly what the motor was able to do for our feature event. This is what kind of led me to believe that we just kind of really need to switch out our mag here. We've switched everything out, fueling wise, etc. It's got to be ignition. That's wide open. That's all I was able to do. And there was the end of my weekend.